Welcome to this episode of Bagels with the Boys. We have something really special today. We're on the Upper East Side on Madison Avenue, standing in front of this really amazing landmark building. It's the Marcel Breuer Building. Used to be the Whitney, then the Frick, and now it is home to Sotheby's.
We are so lucky because today we are getting a tour with Head of Creative Services, Christopher. He's meeting us here, taking us all around, and we're gonna learn all about the major restoration they underwent. We have his bagel order from Tompkins Square Bagels. Let's head inside and check out this beauty. Christopher!
Hi!
Welcome! I am so excited to be here. Thank you for having us.
Nice to meet you both.
Welcome
We
to New
brought
York.
bagels.
Amazing.
Welcome to New York.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's head down here.
Perfect. We'll follow you.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we know you're from London.
Yes.
But spend most of your time here in the city. So we wanted to bring you your bagel order
Thank you.
from Tompkins Square Bagels.
Yes.
And we got your bagel order today.
So we're all gonna try it.
Okay.
Let us know what
Let you know.
your bagel order is.
Okay, so I don't eat meat or fish, so we're going pure veggie today.
Love it.
I think we've got mozzarella, pesto, pepper,
It's an Italian
Ooh.
vibe.
avocado.
that.
So it should be good.
There's a lot on there.
Fresh.
I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean,
Oh, you got the whole works.
I love it.
Oh, wow, it's got egg in it.
Do you eat
You
it?
egg?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Welcome to New York. How's the bagel scene in London?
It's getting there.
Okay.
There's a few good places, but nothing beats New York bagel
100% agree.
in -5 on Madison Avenue.
So a lot of people know what Sotheby's is, but some people don't. So give us a background. What is Sotheby's?
So everyone thinks Sotheby's is an auction house, which predominantly it is. But I think it's more of a cultural institution, I guess, where we bring collectors, artists, people together that appreciate art, objects, interiors. They all meet here and share ideas, and obviously we sell and enable people to connect in that way.
And what is your role with Sotheby's?
So I am the Global Head of Creative Services at Sotheby's. So my role really shows up, I guess, in what's delivered creatively for the brand. So from our exhibition design, building design, graphics and visual storytelling. My amazing talented team that work across London and New York really work together to bring that vision to life for our clients.
Incredible.
And it's amazing that Sotheby's has taken over this gorgeous building, such an iconic building
Yes.
in New York. So give us a little bit of the history of the building here.
So the building was opened in 1966 as the Whitney Gallery, designed by Marcel Breuer, as everyone knows, because it's called the Breuer Building. He lived and worked in Manhattan, and I think this is such a great legacy to his time in the city. It's such an iconic and well-known building, and feels so at home in this space, even though it feels so different to the buildings that surround it.
Why was having a space like this in New York so important to Sotheby's?
I think for us it was really about re-establishing ourselves in the city again, and having a building that was open to the public and felt accessible to the public and really connected Sotheby's with the city.
As New Yorkers, I love just going to museums, getting inspiration, and I'm really excited today to check out some inspiring galleries that you've been working on.
Let's do it.
Let's go inside.
So welcome to
Thank you
the
for having
famous lobby of the Breuer.
It's beautiful.
Our new headquarters for Sotheby's. It's such a special space and probably the most iconic interior in the building.
Yeah.
Have these incredible aluminium ceiling lights. Yeah. I have our new restaurant opening in the spring downstairs called Marcel, after Marcel Breuer. So that will be opening in the spring. So we are currently in the mid phase of installation of the fittings and fixtures for that restaurant. So we're all very excited.
Yeah, we are too.
Yeah, I can't wait. How long was this restoration for you? Like for you guys taking over the lease of this iconic landmark building?
So we had, I would say, a year of permissions and working on the design. The construction, we constructed everything within under a year. So one more thing I want to show you in the lobby are the original Breuer benches that were in the building when the building opened. So we have a few of these left. We kept basically everything that existed in the building. There were not enough of them to go around, so we had some additional ones made to complement them, but we do still use these in the galleries and they just really feel at home.
Okay.
It's a super nice, comfy bench.
This is a good bench.
Down on this bench.
Yeah, it's a good spot. On all of the terrazzo stairs, you've got this really amazing kind of in-cut detail that really picks up on the trapezoid shapes.
I was about to say, that echoes that trapezoid.
Yeah, there's so many subtle little details throughout the building that you don't really notice at first, but when you're spending more time here, you'd really pick up on all of these subtleties. But it's such a nice little detail. It just stops the stairs just being so solid. It just gives them just a little elegance.
So I think this is the floor that we did our panel on.
Oh, nice.
But it wasn't green.
It's totally different now.
It's green now.
Wow.
That was only 2 weeks ago. It changes fast.
And
It
these
does.
floors, I'm just realizing that I don't think I remembered from our talk, but are these original?
So this floor is the only floor in the building that has a wooden floor. The rest are blue stone, with the exception of the fifth floor, which wasn't the original part of the original Breuer galleries. This floor was originally like a parquet, like a really dark parquet floor, but it had been sanded and finished so many times that we just couldn't rescue the floor. So we had to replace the floor. So instead we've got this really beautiful oak plank
really nice.
floor.
And so this is the Rembrandt, the famous Rembrandt.
This is the famous Rembrandt, yes.
This is the piece I want.
Yes.
And this is the most high value piece.
This is the highest value piece in the Old Masters sales, yes.
I'm going to take a
this
guess.
week.
I'm going to go with maybe 85,000?
Okay, good guess.
You're a little bit
No,
far
you're
off.
a little low.
A little low.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit low.
What is it?
It's 15 to 20 million.
Oh,
15 to $20 million.
I'm off.
It's one of the last Rembrandt drawings that's not in a museum or an institution that's available.
So what is this?
So this little novelty, this is a piece from Charles Simmons called Dwellings, and it was installed I think in the early 80s, and he basically built these series of small little towns and dwellings around various cities. But what's interesting here is if you look over the street, there's a little sister to it,
Really?
which lives. If you look in that little chimney there with the pyramid top,
I see it, yeah.
you can see a little one under there. And in the windowsill
I
of
see that
this
one too.
one here, behind the tree, there's another little one
That is
there.
amazing. So how did this end up here and how did those end up there?
So
What's the story?
it was installed when this was the Whitney as part of his art installations. And it's just lived here ever since. So this had a big box protecting it whilst the building was being renovated. But it's such an amazing little
really
piece.
is amazing
And
to
it's
see,
so
and I
nice
love-
it connects with the
outside world.
with the outside world,
So
exactly. So this is our fourth floor. It's the largest gallery floor in the building. Obviously from outside you notice that the building is an inverted ziggurat, so we're at the top part now that protrudes the furthest out.
Yes.
So you feel that we have this space up here that's really quite impressive. 17-foot high ceilings. on this floor with the original concrete coffered suspended ceiling, which is really incredible. And also we have the bluestone floor on this level as well.
And this was original as well?
This is all original, yes. So the ceiling and the floor are original, and the only thing that changed on this floor are all of the internal partition walls. So if you think about this space has no structure holding the ceiling up, these walls are all temporary removable walls. So from the elevators to the wall here, it's all one huge open space with no internal supports. So it's such an amazing flexible space for us to be able to hold exhibitions, events. It's where we have our main marquee auction sales here. So the front of the room here, we take all of these 3 walls down, and we install the sale room here for 200 people. We have the rostrum, the phone banks, and this is where all the sales happen.
This is where that happens.
This is where the sale happens.
And all of these walls are gone.
Yes, these two stay,
Okay.
because sometimes we have a little bar, which is always fun.
Necessary.
Yes.
Helps get people loosen up
Exactly. So yeah, these walls are all taken down, and we usually do that in one night. So the exhibition closes at 5 p.m. and then we take all the walls down, and then the sale is usually around 6 o'clock the next evening.
I'm looking around at all these gorgeous pieces.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Props to you and your team, because what I am noticing is just from a design eye is your background colors really accentuate this beautiful piece.
Yes.
It really pops on these colors. They're beautiful.
Yeah, we really think about how we present artworks against colours, because it can really kill a painting if the background colour is not complementary to it. But with these old master paintings, they're really rich. Pigment heavy colours are just so beautiful with the pieces, and a lot of them have these gold frames which just look so beautiful against these really dark saturated colours. Exactly.
I also love this window with natural light here.
The window's incredible.
And do you guys pick the small furniture pieces?
So these benches were designed by the architects Herzog de Meuron that worked on the renovation of the building, and I think you can see the reference from the trapezoid windows in them. So they were inspired by those trapezoid shapes.
Very cool.
So I'm going to take you to my favourite part of the building.
I'm excited.
Which is off view to the public. It's right at the top of the staircase.
Wow.
And it's just such an amazing volume of space.
Yeah.
You have the roof light, and then this really old winch here with this enormous.
That's so
iron
cool. Yeah,
hook.
look at that.
I'm assuming this is original to when the building was built.
So
cool.
Yeah,
You can really see that brutalist architecture.
Yeah, it feels so raw. And just the light, the way the light hits this bush hammer concrete is really incredible on this sign.
I like how you can see the wood.
Yeah, you can see.
Forms.
Yeah, you can see the imprint, and you see that quite a bit around the building. You've got these kind of little slithers of where you see the wood formed with the bush hammered.
And do you think that the staircase was original to when the building
Staircase is original, yes.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's sturdy, it's solid, and I love the materials that
Yeah,
it is.
and it's been here for since 1966, and we didn't really need to do anything to it. It was just cleaning. So we're on the 5th floor, top floor of the Breuer, and we'll take you through into the top floor galleries. The gallery is amazing because it's basically a blank canvas, so we have these flexible walls that sit in the middle, and then we can have paint, finishes, graphics in here, so it's super flexible space, and it has this really lovely light wooden floor, which is the only floor that has this floor finish on it.
Okay. Just backdrop to everything else.
Exactly, it's just a super plain, crisp.
Sotheby is taking over this gorgeous space.
Yes.
What was the use of this floor for?
So this floor was actually predominantly used for office space. So we reopened this gallery back up to make this amazing gallery on this floor. Beautiful. Originally, this whole space was a sky garden, so there was no ceiling here.
Really?
And then you had this wall, and then you could see out. Which is really cool because we've managed to get some skylights into the gallery here. So on each side, I think it's covered with snow now, so it's not letting much light in. But we have 2 skylights either side, so it's really nice that you get that downlight, and it has a really different atmosphere on this floor to the other galleries because it's so light and airy.
Is this natural light helpful for you as a designer with the pieces and pre the space? Did you guys have natural light like this? Or?
It's sometimes helpful and sometimes not, because some artwork needs to be really specially lit. So we would be careful about what we put in this room in case it's sensitive to light as well. But these windows are great, and we use graphics on them, and we can put films on them to stop the UV and to take some of the intensity of the light out.
Christopher, thank you so much. What an honor today
Thank you
has
for
been.
stopping by.
You officially have the most amazing job, and you're so
it's amazing.
talented.
Thank you so much.
guys.
Thank you so
It's
much.
so much fun.
How does everybody, can you let us know what Sotheby's museum hours are? Because everyone needs to come and visit this
you
incredible
must do.
space.
We are open Monday through Saturday, 10 till 5, and then Sunday 1 till 5.
Incredible. And at Sotheby's on social media?
At Sotheby's on social media and sotheby's.com, and on there you can find all of our upcoming exhibitions and things that we have on. So we have all sorts of things happening.
And you
in
can
the
stream
building.
the auctions, correct?
Yes.
Amazing.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
We're going to
Which is
be
really fun.
watching that Rembrandt.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
But thank you again wholeheartedly. This was such
My
a
pleasure.
special day.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
It was good fun.
Everyone like this video, and we will see you on the next Bagels with the Voice.
Yes.